Today, I'm pleased to be joined by Joseph Wanjau, who is the founder of Africa Cloud Space, and he'll be sharing his story on how he founded Africa Cloud Space, the inspiration, and his journey so far. So, welcome, Joseph, to this interview.
Thank
and
you.
Please just tell us, who is Joseph?
Joseph Wanjau is a father, a husband, and also the CEO at Africa Cloud Space. And I'm a Christian, born again, and I love leading, I love creating. That's me, yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I love the aspect of Christianity coming out very at this stage.
Yes.
So I'm sure our viewers are wondering, what is Africa Cloud Space and what do you do?
So Africa Cloud Space is a technology company. As the word says, Africa, our target market is African market, starting with Kenya. And then cloud means that things that are accessible on the cloud, as you, even in the last election, you heard of the servers to open the cloud or something like that. But basically, cloud means that you have the visibility, you have systems that can be accessed from anywhere at any time. So in the space, so we create systems that run on the cloud space to help businesses, to help schools, and also to help utility companies and associations to manage their data and the operations in a way that is dignified and they can be able to generate the reports. So that is Africa Cloud Space, a software as a service company.
Wow. Software as a service company, that sounds like a very big word. And
Yes.
is this something that you thought about at your early, when you're growing up?
I can say that technology, first of all, is something that I got interested back in high school. It was always at my heart. So, but when I was growing up as a young boy, my desire was to be a neurosurgeon. So to be at that is the level of, can say class 3. But the moment I got the computer for the first time in Form 1, I saw this is amazing. I could create programs and I could create something that runs and I command it. I saw it amazing. So I thought this is the direction I want to take. And that is what I stuck with. But at my early stage, I didn't have all these resources. As I told you, I first saw the computer in Form 1. So that tells you exactly.
And even Form 1, I'm just imagining not many people have access to a computer by then.
Yes.
And I'm looking at your time and I'm like, was it recent? Is it are you talking of something in the 1990s? And also, how did you get to create software by then? Is it something you were taught? How did it come along?
So first of all, I grew up in Nyeri. I grew up in a place called Ruringo, that's in Nyeri. So at a young stage, I went to a public school. So unfortunately, I lost my mom when I was very young. So there was real poverty back then because I used to live with my grandmother. And then at some point went to live with my auntie. That we are talking at the age of 7 back in 90s. And so it got to a point that my auntie could not even afford to live with me. So she had to look for alternative means. And together with my cousin, who had also lost his mom, we went to a children's home. So from the children's home is now where we got mixed with other kids. And that's when we now went to school, in a nearby school. And from that school, I remember even the first time that we went to the school, after going to the children's home, it was a struggle because there were no books. And I remember donors would come and give us the books. And that's when we joined the school. It's called Kwanderi Primary School. And from the school, lucky enough, I was smart.
Oh, okay.
So, and there's one record that I've kept for myself. I don't take it to the public, but from the moment I joined class 1 all the way to KCP, I was number 1 all the way. There's no exam that I did that I became number 2, not even a single exam. So from the 3 schools that I schooled from. So from there, after finishing my class 8 back in 2004, I could not afford to go to high school. I got an admission letter to Nyeri High School. It was quite a big school back then. Nowadays, they are not doing so well, but I'll go and speak to them.
You should do that.
I'll go and see them. Yeah, so basically, I got my admission, and one of the ladies from that area, from the church, PCA church, her name is Phoebe Gashao. She was going to the US, and she spoke to some people in the US from the church, and one of the persons offered to sponsor me, called Mark Double, and he's the one who paid my high school fees all the way from Form 1 to Form 4. So at no any point that I got chased away because of school fees.
Wow.
So I was just a normal kid, and I had the space to excel. And now in Form 1, I remember that even in that children's home, there were some donors who are coming. And I approached one of them and told them, I need a laptop. And they brought me a laptop in the following year. So by the time I was in Form 2, I had my own laptop.
Wow.
So my interest in technology had already developed, and that is back in 2006. And by the time we are clearing the Form 4 in 2007, I had quite a lot of skills because I even did computer and passed very well with a name minus of 79 points.
Wow.
Yeah. The passion for computers, it developed right from Form 1. So we could learn things about how to do programs. So that's where the interest in programming comes in. Because now when it comes to computers, it's quite broad. We have networks, we have programming, we have servers, we have a lot that comes in. So programming is where you create something, like talk of Windows, talk of Microsoft, talk of a software like what we do. That is programming, because you have to sit down, think, create, and develop. So from high school, of course, as I said, I got an A minus of 79, quite well, almost an A there.
Yeah.
But English did not favor me. Now that I was from a community, my background was quite poor. So I think English was my poorest subject. But these other technicals, mathematics, physics, computers, all of them is
Wow.
as you'd expect.
Wow.
And then I got an admission at JKUAT, Jomo Kenyatta University,
Amazing.
to do computer science. I took a course in accounting, CPA.
Okay.
Please don't ask me why.
I would be interested to know.
But that
why.
was a God's plan.
Okay.
Because all the systems that we do requires accounts. They all have accounts in them. When you go to schools, they require an accounting module to them to be able to manage their journals, their debits and credits. So if I didn't do that, I would not have had the basic understanding of accounting. So it really helped me. So I did CPA 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
In those 2 years.
Direct from high school?
Immediately after high school.
Wow.
Yes. So I got the basic knowledge. I'm hoping to finish it up, but I don't see myself. But I got enough knowledge that helps me even today in terms of coding.
Wow.
For me, I was well advanced in coding, like programming. So
this is you joining and you're well advanced.
Well advanced because the people who are coming now, some of them have never interacted with a computer. For me, I had the privilege of interacting with the computers in high school.
Yes.
So those of my classmates, they would come to me to get some help when it comes to programming languages that we were doing back there.
Yeah.
And of course, I used to pass very well because I had knowledge. And then we joined hands with a friend and said, why can't we just do something for ourselves? And we started programming a software for schools.
Wow.
So his name is Joseph, and we got our first client. And from there, that's when we started making our own money.
Wow.
Back in second year.
So
actually, it's second year all the way to fourth year, I could not call any person for upkeep money because I would raise my own money. So we would develop the software and sell it to schools. Yes, that's where we started actually. That's where even actually the entrepreneurship started.
Wow.
Yes.
So at what point did you think you can sell to your school or you can sell actually anything?
It was in second year of campus.
Like the idea just came and you're like, we can do this thing and then sell it.
It's one of the friends, one of the guys that we had in the team, because we were 3. So he had a background of business. So they used to own some businesses with the parents. So for me, I was not a business person. So for me, I was more of a programmer. So for him, he's the one who brought the idea. Let's sell this. He's actually the one who got the first client. And then we developed the product together. Yes. And after that, we started selling. But along the way, we started now diverting and selling as individually. So I would go my own route, and then my colleagues would go their own route. But it was not aggressive selling. So selling, I mean, just to get one client, you get paid 50,000. It was a lot of money.
That's good money.
It was got a lot of money, but maybe you'd get like 2 clients in a year. Remember that you're still in school. You don't want to drop. So we had to continue doing this thing. So it was like a hobby. I can say it was like more of a hobby.
A hobby that you get 50,000 from it.
Yes, a hobby that you and you want to solve a problem. You see, the good thing with programming, you have a problem, you have to solve it. So a client tells you, I want a system to generate report cards for my students. And back then, the systems that were there were Excel-based systems. So for us, we are bringing a new technology of offline systems that people would install and connect in a network. Basically, that was a technology that was there. But that is an old technology, of course. Now we're in the cloud.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but in campus, I can say that's where I started getting the skills of selling, especially from my friends, because me, I didn't have any background, no business background, nothing. So just technology.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had applied for a position at Craft Silicon before even graduating, and they called me, and they hired me even before graduating. So I was a bit lucky. So things were just like flowing for me. And that is back in 2013. So it was amazing, like to work at at Craft Silicon. Being a technology company, dealing with banking solutions, we would develop those systems for banking, do mobile banking, and that's where I got the knowledge and the idea of cloud. So I thought, hey, so whatever I'm having is all technology. So with these skills that I've gained, with the new friends that I have, I think I can develop something. I can be able to build the school management system that I had. I can be able to convert it. So I stayed at Craft Silicon for 1.5 years, and then now started Kenya Cloud Space, which now back in 2014, which we now graduated to Africa Cloud Space in 2015.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Looking at your journey, I feel like God has been working for you for sure.
Yeah, he has been really working for me.
Wow.
Yeah, because in 2015 is now when Africa Cloud Space was born as a company, because before then you'd do it as a business, as Kenya Cloud Space as a business, as a single business. And of course, before I started mine, we had that group, the partnership that we had with my friends. So we already knew a lot when it comes to managing companies, doing taxes and all those things. So God has been gracious. Even at Africa Cloud Space when it started, the first person to support me was actually the person who paid for my CPA, for my accounting. Yes. So they gave me a job at HiChem to do a website for them. And being a big company, so of course I had to hire somebody to help me. So that's when I got my first hire back in 2015.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was amazing because I would work from home, but I got a space in town from a friend. So I'd pay him a little of rent and manage the business from there. And now that's where Africa Cloud Space started. So at start, we didn't have enough money. So definitely what you do, you develop websites, you start saving. You you do a project, you start saving. Because remember that we still had a software together in campus, but it was hard for me to say that it is now mine because you've already left it with your friends.
Yes.
So, and they have advanced. So you need to develop your own thing. So, and that's when I started developing now the online-based system back in 2018, together with other systems like the membership system and the water billing software.
Wow.
Yes. So back then I was still alone. So my wife came in 2020 around there because she was also running business, and we saw that why don't we just grow one thing first and then we can go to other things, because in life you cannot be a master of everything. You need to perfect one thing. So she came in as an operations person to help with the sales and marketing, to coordinate all those.
Wow.
So we had an office at Mirema Drive. But when COVID came, I think this mentality of working from home
What happened?
also affected us in a way. And we said, why do we even need an office?
An office, yes.
Why do we need it? And everybody is working from home. So we closed it at some point. So the office was in operations for 2 years. We closed it in 2020, towards the end of 2020. So during that time, I think, I don't know whether it's the African in me.
And what happened to the developers? They also went home?
They went home. They were to work from home. And they were also perfect. They were working from home. But it also became difficult. It was actually difficult to bring the developers together. So in 2021, after 6 months of working from home, now we decided, no, actually, we need to go back so that we can have a hybrid system.
What prompted that for you to go?
I think the coordinating the sales and marketing team was hard. It was very difficult. So we decided to just have a place, but make it hybrid. So even today, Our developers, especially our developers, they work on a hybrid. So they come to the office 3 days in a week, but the other 3 days in a week or 2 days in a week, they work from home. So the purpose of coming together is because we are solving problems. And sometimes this thing can be hard on you when just alone. And you don't want to always be on the online meetings. You just need to be in a boardroom. You have where you can be able, people can give their ideas, because in our company, we are an open company. So in 2021, we now came to Trio Complex. That is where you currently are, and happy here. So
yeah, for sure. This is Trio Complex.
It's a good environment. You can
For
visit
sure
us.
it is.
Yeah, next to Garden City Mall, so just on the Goomba Road. And this is actually our headquarters, but remember that we work and provide services all over the country. So not just Nairobi, we have customers in Kitale, we have customers in Mombasa, we have customers in Uganda, and you're looking to go into Rwanda and Tanzania. So this is just a central point where we can be able to coordinate our operations. It makes it easy for us to operate, to have that oneness, so that people don't feel also lonely. I think we're also in a tough world, so people need to share their problems, and we need to also have our ideas incorporated as staff members. So now in 2021, we continued growing.
That is after, during the COVID period.
During the COVID period. Remember that is when the demand of our product is at its peak.
Yeah, when everyone is being hit by COVID. You guys are COVID billionaires?
Not billionaires, but of course the purchasing power was a bit low because everybody is complaining. There is COVID, we can't afford this. But for us, our goal was to bring more customers. Actually, in 2020, I remember before 2020, we had like 15 customers. 15 customers. Wow. But by the end of 2021, we had more than 50 customers using our product.
How did you manage that? Because I felt like that's a skyrocket from 15 to 50.
So remember that my wife is now in the business.
Yes.
And she's very smart. These are the kind of people you teach something and they learn very quickly.
Very fast.
And then she has a support team, the salespeople and the implementation team. And then I have 3 developers with me because my background is IT. I'm also a developer. So it was very easy for us, but it was also a bit tough.
Yeah.
So some of these products have been born out of need. Not me sitting down and saying, now I want to do this.
Yes, yes.
But when we were starting, it was not that easy.
Wow.
You'd get calls anytime. And developing software is
because I can imagine it's a new system.
It's a new system.
People are not used to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have the school system. You have the membership system.
Yeah.
And you have this other one. And you're just the 3 of you. It was hard.
Yeah.
But now the beauty comes in when you stabilize. The stabilize means that the software doesn't have many bugs. So you're focusing on adding new features. So we're at that level where our systems are stable. So our customers are a bit happier. So at start it was, calls. Sometimes you even become emotional. Sometimes the customer drops along the way. It was very tough. Wow. But now this is much better because our systems are stable. You've built it. We built them over the 6 years, almost more than 6 years, 7 years. You know, that's a long time. So at least you're at a better position.
Wow.
Yes.
And just mentioning you're now scaling your business.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you talk us maybe what are some of the notable highlights or milestones that are gotten you to this stage of business?
Definitely you cannot remain where you started.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
Have to
Yes.
grow. You have to grow. And last year is now where we felt we are stretched in terms of what we want to do and where we want to. So, and I remember that I approached one of my clients, that is Kyoto School, and the director, and told her, I think I'm at my dead end. Like, I don't feel like I need to do this anymore because it's too much pressure, and I need to scale this business to the next level. I need to build the products, to perfect them, to make this the best of the best system, so that I'm not always waking up at 3, and I need support. I need to scale. I need to also go out of the country, not just be here in Kenya. And then she gave me a link to go and maybe check for people that we can partner with as maybe venture capitalists or as angel investors or whoever who can be able to be partners. And I think the key highlight came in last year when I took that link and started now sending applications. And one of those applications that I sent was Kua Ventures.
Amazing.
And then I went to the website and I got to see what they do. It's a faith-based organization. So, and amazing that we went through the due diligence and they chose to partner with us.
Wow. So Kua Ventures offers small and growing businesses three sections. There's capital, there's coaching, there's community. Maybe speaking on those aspects now that it's been 1 year, what has been your experience with the 3 C's?
So the 3 C's they've had an impact in our business. So first of all, starting with the capital, of course, being a software company, a lot of challenges, especially when you want to scale in terms of marketing, in terms of bringing smart developers, because we're in a smart space. So you need money. So with the capital, it really helped us to add some more developers onto our team. Now with the coaching, we know that you don't exist alone. You don't know everything. So, and previously you used to struggle with getting people that we can work together. But now with Kua Ventures, they give you coaching for free. So you're able to connect with a mentor. So you have a mentor in the United States. So you're able to get aspects of businesses out there. And also now the mentor in Kenya, so who is able now to bring you into speed in terms of the things and some of the challenges that you face. So we normally have some topics. We meet once every 2 weeks, so we are able to discuss business topics. We share challenges and come up with ideas and how to be able to solve them. So basically, and then the community. So a business entrepreneurship is hard and it's fun as well. But now when you have when you feel lonely. It can be lonely. It can be a lonely journey. As much as you have co-founders, you also need to have people within the same space. So with the coaching of more than 20 businesses around you, so you're able to meet, you're able to share ideas, you're even able to have sessions together, have workshops like the one that we recently had, which was amazing, with people from all over the world, connected through the faith organization and through Kua Ventures. So it is amazing. So to have that community, people that you connect with, people that you can share challenges and solutions, people that you can share the joy of the entrepreneurship as well as the pains together, it really helps the business to grow and also to be visible. I believe we have been more visible out there after the Kua Ventures because now the Kua Ventures have us in their website, they mention us in their social media pages and all these other platforms. So it has helped us to grow and to be better. And I remember that when the Kua Ventures were coming on board, we were 6 employees, but now we have crossed to 10. So it has been a good thing. And we've also added more consultants. You remember that our business is also not more of just employee based. It also requires people with certain skills. So we bring them as consultants. So for instance, if I want to develop a certain solution, I'll bring as consultant developer. So we engage them for maybe 1 or 2 months and they're able to bring that. So we've managed to bring consultants, part-time employees, and that one has helped also the business to scale and to grow, and also partners, the resellers, connecting with people who can connect you to the market. So we've managed to reach them and even give them better packages than we were doing before. So it has that 1 year, I can look back and say it was worth it.
Wow.
Thank you.